Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, let's do some more fun crafting. Stay tuned. So before we jump into today's craft, I want to say congratulations to Jennifer L. Jennifer was on my website and noticed that I had this on the website as free and you pay the shipping. Pretty sure she probably thought it wasn't real until she read the description box, but it is real. And this is one of those things that I'll start doing. So occasionally, some of the things that I make may show up on my website at a reduced cost, or they may actually be free and you pay the shipping. But Jennifer is the lucky finder of this particular project that I made. So Jennifer, I will be dropping this in the mail to you as soon as the rains let up a little bit and I can make it to the post office. So you guys, I am going to have my website linked below. You might want to go out there from time to time because you never know what goodies you might find. So here is today's project, and that saying, little but mighty, could never be more true. This is such a little bitty thing, but it packs a very mighty punch. And I am going to open it up so that you can see what it is. And you might recognize this paper from one of the cards that I used in this particular project. This is actually made using a card. And when you open it up, what we have is a little gift tag set. Very simple, very easy set to make and gift to someone. So I included some twine and some bling in case you want to bling out your tag a little bit more. And each tag has a little saying on the front of it. And this set will hold 6 tags and 6 envelopes. I haven't made the whole set yet, but I will be. So I did coordinate my envelopes so that they could go with the tags. And we're using those same cards, the same greeting cards that we used on the earlier project that resulted in this beauty. This is really a gorgeous craft, and it's a very economical craft. Makes a great gift. Also makes a fun little craft fair seller because you can truly say this is a repurposed item that I'm selling. And you can see here that I didn't even remove any of this. I left the name and everything on it because I think that adds to the repurposed charm. At least for me it does. So we are going to make this, and you'll see just how quick and easy it is to make this fun little project. So to make our project, we're going to need one 8.5 by 5.5 inch greeting card, and that's what we'll be using to make the box. Now, if you don't have any greeting cards, all you need to do is cut a piece of cardstock to 8.5 by 5.5, and then you can work this project right along with me. And to make the cards, I am using 3 8.5 by 5.5 inch greeting cards. So for this project, you need a total of 4 greeting cards, and then you are going to need 6 pieces for the envelopes that measure 4.5 by 4.5, and I'm using just a regular weight cardstock. So we're going to start with the box first, and on the 5.5 inch side, we're going to score this at 1, and then rotate it to the opposite side and score it at 1 again. And then I'm going to put it in on the 8.5 inch side, and this is where you want the writing to be your first score. So that first score is going to be at 1/4 of an inch. Second score is at 1 1/4 of an inch. And then we score at 4 1/8, at 5 1/8, and then our final score is at 8. And then we are going to fold and burnish all of our scores. And because this is such a quick project, I am just going to go ahead and fold and burnish all of these scores with you guys. Okay, so now that we have all of our scores folded and burnished, the first thing that we're going to do is we have the center flaps here. We simply need to cut these tabs up so that we can create our folding tabs. So all I'm going to do is go up to the score mark, drag down, and then I'll angle in. And I'll do the same thing over here. I'll go up to my score mark, drag down, angle in, then I'm going to turn this and reduce it. So I'll do the same thing over here. I'm going to go up to that score mark. Might be better if I turn it this way because I can see it. Go up to the score mark, drag down, angle in, go to my score mark, drag down, angle in, and then let's reduce this. So where the writing is, or where you have the really narrow tab, we have two tabs, but one is wider than the other. So where you have the narrow tab, this is going to be the part of the box that the flap will fold into. So what we need to do on this part of our project is we have two corner pieces. We need to go up to the second score mark, drag down, and free up those corner pieces, just like that. And then once they're free, we're going to angle in just a little bit, not a whole lot, and then we'll reduce the size of this. So let's angle in. And reduce the size. So now we have this. Now we can come back to this end and we are going to remove these corners completely. And when you remove them in this direction here, when you're cutting in this way, go ahead and do an angle cut in. So we'll cut straight down here, but we'll angle cut in here. And then we'll come back to the end here and angle cut in as well. So when we're finished, you should have something that looks like this. So now we can put this together, and I am going to put it together using glue, and I'm going to start at the end where I have these flaps. So I am going to take my glue and I'll just put this together, making sure that I have it nice and crisp. Then I'll go on the inside with my bone folder and get it stuck down. And the crows have decided to make an appearance today. All right, so once we have that, then I'll just take this part, place glue on it, and I'll bring it up and we can get it stuck down just like we did the other. So I'll go ahead and match up both sides. I'm going to fold this back just a little bit out of the way so we can make sure that everything is nice and stuck. And then I'll take my glue and I'm going to go along this little narrow flap here, and then I can take that and fold it in. And folding it in really just gives me a nice crispness to the overall finish of my box. So it's not a jagged edge look on it. It's really a very nice and crisp finish. So now we should be able to take this and close it. But if you find that you're getting any resistance, all you need to do is come back to the front and just angle in even more so that those flaps know who's boss and will go in easier. So now when we fold it in, you can see that it goes right in there. Now, I don't like that spreaded look on the sides, and I'm going to show you a little trick to kind of get rid of that. So before you put it in, just take your fingers and pinch in the sides just a little bit. And what that's doing is just tightening up the sides so you can see how it's bent. Now when I put my lid in, the lid just basically forces its way down inside of those folds, and now you have a more tighter look all the way around. So now we have a box, guys, and it was that easy. So let's make our card. So if you have your 8.5 by 5.5 inch piece cut, all you need to do is fold it in half, put it in your trimmer, and trim it down this way to 3 inches. So you're trimming it folded, and you're trimming down to 3 inches. Okay, so now I have it trimmed to 3 inches. And when you open it up, this is how it should look. So now we're going to take it and we're going to trim it to 2 3/8 of an inch for 2 pieces. So you're going to have a very small piece left over, and don't throw that away because we should be able to use it. But we're going to trim it down to 2 3/8 of an inch, and that is going to give us 2 tags. Okay, so here are my tags, and then you can see I've got a nice collection of scrap, and we're going to use that scrap on the envelope, so don't throw those away. But now we do have 2 really sweet tags, and all I'm going to do is a very simple word message on each one of them. You can put whatever you want on yours. So on this one, I'm saying Journey into Sunshine. And on this one, I am saying Seek Timeless Joy. And it's that easy to make these sweet little tags to go into our sweet little box. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make the envelope for this. So to make the envelope for this, I am going to be using my mini envelope punch board. Whatever envelope system you're using, you are using one that should be able to make an envelope that fits a card size that's 2.5 by 3. And this little board is perfect to have for small cards. It gives you the most exact little envelopes that I've found with any of the systems that I'm using. If I need a small envelope, this is what I go to. So I'm going to take my 4.5 by 4.5 inch piece. This tells me that if I have a card that is 2.5 by 3, I need a 4.5 by 4.5 inch piece, and I need to punch that at 2.5. So I have a 4.5 inch piece. I'm lining it up one time at 2.5, and then I punch, and I'm going to take my stylus and go into that groove and make a groove. Then when I put it back in, what I'm doing is, hopefully you can see the score mark, and then there's a little tip right here. You line that up with the score mark and punch again. And you do that until you have your envelope done. So then we're going to take our envelope and just fold it and get it put together. And then I am going to take it, and on the back you can stick this piece in, and it acts as a corner rounder. So I am simply going to round 2 of the corners, not all of them. So now I'll fold in these 2 sides. I'm going to give that a real crispness. And then I'll take some glue, and I'm just going to put some glue right there. And I'm going to spread a little bit of that out with my fingers. And then I can put the envelope together. So now you can see I have a cute little envelope. So then I'll take just a little of my scrap, and I am just going to trim off however wide I want my band to be. I am going to add some glue to where I want the pattern showing. Got glue all over my fingers. And then I'll use my bone folder to get that stuck down. And then I'll trim off my excess. And now you can see we have a really cute little envelope that we can tuck this tag into and use it for gift giving or whatever it is we choose to do. So I am going to take these cards and show you just how quickly we can create this cute little set. So, like I said, 6 cards, 6 envelopes is what this will hold. And then I have this little baggie of twine and bling in case you want to put twine on the tags. So we can take this, fold it in. Okay, so then I'm going to take some twine and I'm going to bring one piece up and just hold it there. And I'll take the other and wrap it around twice. And now we have this really cute, fun little box that contains a complete little set. You could even actually take this white space here and put in a fun little message, nothing over the top, just a fun message. And I happen to have this sticker out, so I just want to show you how you can actually take this. We don't have to do very much. You can even print a sentiment from offline. And when you open this up, this is what you have, but you have this cute little gift set. And guys, I can't say it enough. People love receiving gift packaging. We all need it from time to time. No one wants to run to the store to buy it. So when you can make up a package of something as simple as tags, embellishments, and twine, this is a cute little set just to have. So when we close it and we wrap it with our twine, we're going to have another cute way to present this awesome, awesome little gift. So guys, I hope that you have liked this project. And if you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join my online crafting family. You guys have a great day. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.